here we have a cheap Gameboy Color that we bought from I bought from eBay. Got it pretty cheap, but it was said there was a pretty good condition, but a bit of wear and tear, and we can see that there's a bit of scratching on the screen. Probably what I forgot mostly about is how horrible it runs in daylight. So if you switch it on, you can just about see that. Pretty hard to see. It's a small screen, looking fairly untidy. Let's see what we can do to improve it. One of these, it's a I believe it's a Funny Playing Q5 kind of clone or an exact one. I got off eBay for like £38, a lot cheaper than I was being quoted elsewhere. But it seems legit. The circuit board, the interior, the screen, everything seems to match up to what you would get. I'll just show you what you got. You've got your glass front cover, you've got your wires, main circuit board attached to the screen. There we go. And just a bit of padding for the inside of the screen. So we're going to try and get things set up and try and see if we can get our new screen in a new case. We're going to cut this one, so I'm going to leave the original one's a bit scuffed up. So I've got a brand new case I can use. Lovely see-through one. I got this free, quote unquote, from a Retro 6 when I had a Game Gear update, and we're going to probably modify it so we can actually fit that in there. So let's give it a go. Okay, first thing we're going to do is disassemble the Game Gear. The Game Boy even. It came with these little useful screwdrivers. I've got a set of screwdrivers obviously, but these are the ones that you need. You've got a tri-head and a normal Phillips. So let's take it apart, and we'll just slowly bring it apart. So ooh, there it is, Gameboy Color. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually lift the we're going to lift up this cable, and we're going to try out the new screen to make sure that it works. And then I'm going to switch it on. Preview. There we go. Oh, it looks so much better. Okay, so now that that is working, we're going to put that over there, and we're going to pay attention to our new case. So, I mean, there's the original one, all very good. That case is originally designed to hold a screen the same size. Now, this screen is actually bigger. So what we're going to do, and I think they actually provide a little sticker that you're going to fit on the inside here, which is all very well and good, but one thing you'll notice is that the size of it is actually different. The case came with its original size screen, and this one is the one that came with the new screen. You'll see it is a little bit bigger, so we're going to have to work around that. So I made the changes to that case. I've cut it out, but I've made a tiny bit of a pig's ear of that. There's a tiny little crack has appeared in the bottom of that. Just there. I don't know. Never mind, I'll have to live with it, I think. I'm just going to cut the inside out now, so wish me luck. So I've cut out that bit now for this. That's pretty horrible. I think I'm going to buy a pre-cut shell because that is terrible. But I'll persevere. So what I'm going to do is put down the screen. here. Across the PCB, so when we have that across like this, we are just going to want to stop anything short in these guys. So we're going to take this film strip, place this insulating film strip across the PCB like this. Very nice. So essentially we want to wire the select, which is this wire on the left here, make sure you don't get mucked up. That's the cell onto panel labeled P12. P12 is this one here. So I'm going to turn it up. So the brightness of the and the colour palettes can be cycled using touch sensitive pads that can be placed against the casing as shown below. So the pads have an adhesive backing and are used to secure them in place. So you can see these ones here. In shot now, there's this one and this one. So essentially when you can adhesive them into place just on this element here. So let's try that. Putting some screws in here, but I do really need to test it. So here's the finished item. the Game Boy. I've got a little Gameboy Color SD card loader on this, so I can select whichever game I want. So quite a few on here. Just switch it on and you'll see the quality of the screen just jumps out now. It's lovely and bright. And I have, well, hundreds of games on here, and I think preloaded I've got Super Mario Brothers. Loads just as fast as the cartridge, as you can see. Just switch it down a little bit. Features on this, so let's show you. You can press all the buttons and bring up a menu where you can adjust the position and brightness of the cart, and you can press the start button and the B button and the A button to just go through that menu. You can change the pixel effect. So if I change that, you can see I can change the style. So it's pretty not obvious there. You've got normal, which is just pure pixel effect, and you've got retro pixel, which kind of adds a grid to it. I don't know if you can quite make that on the camera. Interlaced, which is probably what I'd leave it on, and interlaced too, just slightly different versions, but it just gives you a little kind of, rather than the over clean look of a sort of a pixel display, makes it look more like the original a little bit. So that's some of the options there. Other options include battery display, and you've got the positioning here as mentioned before. That menu will just go away after a short while. So what else to say? There's also a feature on top where you can tap it and you can actually rotate through different palettes. Normally you use the grayscale one, which kind of looks like your old Game Boy, but if you tap it again, it goes to the full colour mode. So I usually just leave it on this one. So, thanks for watching.